What's going on, cool kids? Welcome to the vid. This is Just Sneaks, and the shoes we are about to see are ugly.
That's so ugly.
Today's video is the top 10 ugliest shoes of 2019. Now, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified every time I upload a new sneaker video. Alright, let's get into it. The glove Gary Payton was known as a great defensive presence in his day, so I have no idea why he didn't stop Nike from releasing these again. This shoe really shows his age. The green upper has material that looks like cheap felt from a craft store. The leather panel on the forefoot looks awkward and out of place. The cuff of the collar is shaped weird. And what's up with the belt buckle on the side of the shoe? These are Oscar the Grouch trash.
Oh, I love trash!
Nike, let's keep the bad 90s shoes in the 90s, except the up-tempos. I love the up-tempos. As you know, the Air Monarch is the king of dad shoes. It's ugly, but it's like a cool ugly, if that makes sense. So how can we make this thing really ugly? Martin Rose figured it out by putting stupid bulges on the side, heel, and toe box of the shoe and putting patent leather on it. Oh yeah, and it gets even better. Instead of paying $60 for a regular Air Monarch, you would have to dish out $250 for this thing. No worries though, if you have the regular Monarch already, you could pretty much get the exact same effect by just sitting on your shoes for a couple hours. Unlike the Air Fear of God High, which was a major success, these missed the mark. The Air Fear of God High is a sleek looking shoe that you can style well, while the Air Fear of God Mock looks like a troll shoe. While the upper has changed, the sole that was used on the Fear of God High remains the same. This was definitely a bad move by Nike with this awkward looking upper. They should have scrapped the mock design and just went with a low with laces. At one point, I thought Boost could make any Adidas shoe look good, but this shoe has proved me wrong. This wannabe Yeezy has a weird looking pattern on the upper, as well as a tongue that sticks out like a sore thumb. This shoe would have looked better without that outsole covering the front part of the Boost. I like that Adidas changed up the traditional stripes on the side, but that's the only positive of this shoe. There are some Jordan Fusions that I like, such as the 312 Legacy and the 6 rings, but this Jordan Mars 270 does not make the list of good Fusion models. Jordan Brand was trying way too hard with this one. The Mars 270 combines parts of the Air Jordan 1, the Air Jordan 4, the Air Jordan 5, and the Air Jordan 6. And to top it off, they just slapped an Air Max 270 sole on it. This shoe should have just not been created. Like, at all. These will hit outlets immediately. Trust me. By looking at the shoe, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a hoop shoe or a hiking boot. Unlike the All-Star Pro BB, this Converse basketball shoe misses the mark looks-wise. The outsole is super bulky, the collar shape is awkward, and why is the back pull tab so long? These are just really weird looking and probably the ugliest Converse model out. I don't even know where to start with this atrocity. These remind me of those women's Converse shoes that go all the way up to your knees. So this shoe uses the super bulky Air Max 720 unit, which just looks horrendous. Why someone needs an air bubble that thick, I'll never know. The shape of the shoe is weird. And just if you forgot this was an Air Max shoe, the shoe reminds you by having Nike Air Max printed all over the shoe. While the regular Terra Kiger 5 looks like a normal running shoe, the off-white version gets a total rework. New elements of this shoe include wider lacing and brightly colored rubber spikes on the outsole. Can someone explain to me why you would want spikes on a running shoe? Especially one that's going to be worn casually, because no one is rocking any type of off-white shoes for performance. These look like something Shrek would pull out his closet.
What are you doing in my swamp?
And are very deserving of being one of the ugliest shoes of 2019. This shoe was definitely made by a blind man, a 3-year-old, or a blind man holding a 3-year-old. Instead of keeping the blazer simple, this collab does the complete opposite. This blazer mid looks sloppily made on purpose. The shoe doubles on everything for some odd reason. There's 2 tongues, 2 swooshes, 2 sets of laces, and the rubber outsoles are unevenly stacked on top of each other. This idea just looks really confusing. I have the perfect thing to say about these shoes.
What are those?
These are literal trash because they look like they were inspired by Glad bags. The only positive thing I can say about these is that the upper is waterproof. But even that's not too helpful because if you wear the shoes, you're definitely getting flamed. And by far, the absolute worst thing about this shoe is that they cost half a rack.
Oh hell no!
retailed for $5.50. Nah, Nike, you can miss me with that. So, what's the ugliest shoe on this list? Was there one I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this vid, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like. This is Just Sneaks, and make sure you have a nice week.